Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Al Shai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video GMS Was Always Right. This is a video that I watched part of this video, not the whole thing. There was a disclaimer in the front, fair use act of 1976. The title is "The Lord is Pouring Out His Spirit Upon All Flesh." This was put up by Arya Kayal Ba. As you can see, I subscribe to him. But you can watch the whole video, but I'm going to get to... I'll play most of the video. The main thing I want is really right about here. It may go a little bit further, but I'm not going to play the whole video. I urge you that you watch the whole video anyway. I will watch the video in my leisure. So I'm going to just let it go. So listen up, watch, listen, and learn.
My baby in my hand while I'm putting her to sleep. And I woke up. I got comfortable because I was sitting up and I fell asleep sitting up. And I closed my eyes. As soon as I closed my eyes, I got a vision. And I was walking into a CVS store. And the first thing that I noticed about the CVS store was, first of all, there weren't aisles like how we see in a store. But there were sections, and there were no workers there. That's one of the things that I noticed. There was absolutely no workers, but this store was open. Also, I noticed that everything had a red scanner. On each item, there was a red scanner on it. So I walked into the store. I go in. I notice these things. And I need a few things. So I don't even remember what I picked up. But I picked up an item. And I'm like, how am I supposed to pay for these things? As soon as I asked that question, I had instant knowledge that it was being scanned, But this is just for educational purposes because I will not be getting the mark. But I knew, I had the knowledge to know that these items, upon picking them up, are being scanned by a chip in my hand. And as I go to pick up a few more items, I notice that I'm surrounded by scanners all around me. Like, I can't see it, but I have a knowing that there are scanners and they are scanning everything that I pick up with this chip that I have in my hand. And then I woke up from the vision.
The 500, okay, the 500, this is the IUIC update where we're in June 2016. Ain't no microchip. Ain't no microchip. It's June. Ain't no microchip. Ain't no microchips. It's June. Somebody should put a beat to that shit.
Nor come to pass.
We in June. Ain't no microchips. We in June. Ain't no microchips. Chips. We in June. Ain't no microchips. June. Ain't no microchips. We in June. It's June. Ain't no microchips.
Isn't that powerful?
Ain't no microchip. Ain't no microchips. It's June.
Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Ruel, peace and salutations to the elect, and much respect to the brothers pushing his word in the four winds of the earth. And shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. This is Brother Ariel coming at you with a quick cut here. I'm going to read Revelation 16 and 1 and 2. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, "Go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Heavenly Father upon the earth." And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Okay, and that's going to be a telltale sign in those days. Who has the mark? They're going to have a grievous, cancerous sore, okay, on their hands, man. You know, the ones with the mark on their forehead probably, be the higher ups, if you will. Okay, but for the normal pedestrians, okay, they will have a mark in their hand. And that woman had a dream or a vision, where the spirit indicated to her that she was being scanned when she was picking things up. Okay? And one thing that jumped out to me is that she said when she went into the store, okay, there were no workers in the store. Okay, and during that time, that's how it's going to be. Okay, we are in the digital age now, man. All right, we are officially in the digital age. All right, and AI is about to take over everything. All right, so with AI taking over everything, that means less and less jobs for everyone else. Okay, and what they want to do or planning to do is to give everyone a set income where they get a particular amount of money every month, man, to keep people subservient to them. Okay, they want people prepared to obey unquestioningly. Okay, they don't want no one questioning what they're doing, what they're saying. They want people to be completely subservient out here, man. All right, and that was a deep dream. Okay, so that grievous sore is going to be upon many. All right, that's going to be a telltale sign of who has the mark. And I'm not going to go into Revelation 13 and 16, okay, because we should all know that by now, that verse. Okay, Revelation 14 and 9 is what happens to you if you take that mark, man. All right, you'll be cast into the lake of fire. All right, well, let me get this Joel 2. Let's go to Joel 2. Second chapter, I'll start at 28. All right? Because the brother had put it up in Acts 2 and 17, but it pretty much says the same thing in Joel 2 and 28. It says, "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh." And that's what the Lord is doing right now, man. He's giving people dreams. He's giving people visions. Okay, people are starting to wake up and see what's really going on out here, man. Okay, and for those of you that watch my videos and other brothers' videos and then go around, go ahead and watch, IUIC videos and all that, you're going to mix yourself up. You're going to mess yourself up bad, man. Okay, stick to one, man. And I suggest that you stick with watching GMS videos, because we're going to give you the 100% unadulterated truth, man. The raw truth. Okay, and we're not going to have our hands out asking for money. You don't see any cash apps on our pages or anything like that. And we're going to stick to the script, man. Okay, we're not going to change, and we're going to, change doctrine up and, do all of it.
Well, we do got a cash app on my videos, and that Bishop Sakaran put together, and that was done because a lot of people say, "Where can I donate? Where can I do this?" I used to get that all the time. So when I put that video up, it stopped, so they know to go there. So yes, we do have a cash app, but we don't throw shit in your face, Where where's the money at? Where's the money at?
It's folly, okay? We're going to give it to you straight up raw, man, every time. And we're going to give you the 100% truth, which is the most important thing, man. Okay? So I just wanted to say that real quick.
And let me just say this right here. The sister, she said she didn't go to sleep. As soon as she closed her eyes, she went into, she got the vision, which that is a vision. That she did She did get a vision, and she does understand that it's the mark, because she did say it. You know, like I said, I'm not going to play this whole thing. The elder, up and coming elder, because he's fairly new, but he teaches like an elder, and that's what you got to be. You come in, you've been in this here for a year, 2 years. You're supposed to be teaching like you've been here for 20 years or more. But you can watch the rest of this. I didn't want to make this long, but this is what she said. Let's come back to this. I'm gonna play this again. Not too long. And we're gonna stop it at certain points. First precept that should come to mind is, okay. So you have disclaimer. You got Acts 2 verse 17, and it shall come to pass. It shall come to pass in the last days. We're in the last days, saith Yahweh. I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. That's all Israel, and it also includes people of another nation. They're going to see a lot of visions too. It's not relegated to just Israelites. Pontius Pilate's wife said she had dreams, but she said, don't bring a bad sentence against this man, because I had dreams about this man. Now, we don't know if Pontius Pilate was a Jake that came up in the rankings, so to speak, and became a governor. Or we don't know if he's an Edomite, or he's an Edomite and his wife is a Jake, or they both Jakes. But she did have dreams. The king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, had a dream. He saw his kingdom. He saw the Medo-Persian kingdom. He saw the Greeks. He saw the Romans, and he saw the destruction. But so he was of another nation. He was Assyrian. So anyway, let's go ahead and play it.
On May 8th. So I woke up, usually.
So this is weeks ago. Today is it's June. What is it, June 4th? So we're talking about a couple of weeks ago. She had this vision. And listen to her. She says she didn't go to sleep. She closed her eyes, and automatically she was given this vision. Remember, it said women going to get this vision. It says your young women shall prophesy, meaning they're going to tell their husbands or the congregation they had a vision, and that's the prophesying, meaning she's going to see something that's going to come in the future.
I fall asleep with my baby in my hand, because while I'm putting her to sleep, I get put to sleep. And I woke up, I got comfortable because I was sitting up, and I fell asleep sitting up, and I closed my eyes. As soon as I closed my eyes, I got a vision. And I was walking into a CVS store. And the first thing that I noticed about the CVS store was, first of all, there weren't aisles like how we see in a store. But there were sections, and there were no workers there. That's one of the things that I noticed. There was absolutely no workers, but the store was open. Also, I noticed that everything had a red scanner. On each item, there was a red scanner on it. So I walked into the store. I go in.
Yeah, Walmart is getting ready to put up, when you buy something and you have the item, let's say it's a loaf of bread, they'll say Wonder Bread, they give you the price and so forth, tell you the weight and whatever, and then the price. And that's on anything. You buy food, you buy items, products, whatever. What Walmart is going to do in the very near future is they're going to put up digital tags. So that, you know how they got to change the cell, they got to change the tags, then the price go up, they got to change the tags again, the price go down, they got to change, they got to have somebody manually do it. They're going to have digital tags where when they at a computer, they type it in and all the prices in the store changes automatically. One person can do it. You don't got to waste hours somebody changing signs and so forth. And that's digital, meaning the next step going down the line is you're going to have to put your hand up, you're going to scan your hand when you leave, and that's in Whole Foods and other places where you can scan the palm of your hand, or in China you could use face recognition, palm of the hand, credit card. Eventually it's going to be, you're going to have that chip on you, and that's going to be universal. That's going to be in the term, I'll use the Greek term or the Greek word oikomeni, which means universal, the whole planet Earth. This prophecy of the mark of the beast, the MOTB, which is the microchip, the whole planet Earth is going to have to switch over to that digital system, and they're going to have to get chipped up. I would estimate that 95+% is going to chip up. There's going to be certain people that's going to say, nah, I ain't with this shit. I know one thing, we are at GMS. And if anybody gets weak and says, I'm taking the chip, I ain't listening to GMS, you a GMS guy, you're doomed. You're going to have to suffer, Revelation chapter 16, verse 2. You're going to have to suffer Revelation 14, verse 9. And like I said, like I've been saying in the past, and I'm going to keep saying it, if there's any elect among these other camps that teach contrary to what we teach concerning the mark of the beast, if they're of the elect, they're going to leave their masters. They're going to leave their schoolmasters. And they may try to get with the GMS. Or if they're of the elect, they better hope they're of the elect. So let's listen to a little bit more.
I noticed these things, and I need a few things, so I don't even remember what I picked up. But I picked up an item, and I'm like, how am I supposed to pay for these things? As soon as I asked that question, I had instant knowledge that it was being scanned, But this is just for educational purposes, because I will not be getting the mark. But
oh, wait a minute. Maybe she's watching us. Maybe I'm not going to be getting the mark. So in the dream, she had a dream about the fulfillment of the mark of the beast.
I knew, I had the knowledge to know that these items, upon picking them up, are being scanned by a chip in my hand. And as I go to pick up a few more items, I notice that I'm surrounded by scanners all around me. Like, I can't see it, but I have a knowing that there are scanners, and they are scanning everything that I pick up with this chip that I have in my hand. And then
I believe she's from Toronto. She sounds a little Toronto. Hey, you brothers from Toronto, let me know what's up. She sounds like she's from Canada. Lower Canada, next to New York. So let me know, you Canadians out there.
I woke up from the vision.
The 500, okay, the 500, this is the IUIC update. We're in June 2016. Ain't no microchip. Ain't no microchip. It's June.
So we were having a little fun with that. It's June, so these brothers, a lot of these men, up and coming elders, are making fun of Nate. But it could be this very year. It could be that Donald J. Trump could push it. So anyway, here we got another one. GMS Vegas sit down 17 hours ago. Brain implants, and it's June. There it goes, and it's June. Everything's coming together. got Araya Karyal Ba is getting a following. You know, it's a good thing. Here we go. Didn't I say this? I was in a Whole Foods in Yonkers yesterday, and I think I know which Wholes. I used to go there when it first, way back. I used to go there. That's off of 87. I was in a Whole Foods in Yonkers yesterday, and they already got the hand scanner already. Exactly. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The black woman be having all these dreams. Well, that's what it says in Acts 2:17. And visions, but she be the biggest demon out here helping Esau. Well, I mean, if she's part of the elect, she'd be all right. That weak waste man Esau doesn't want no one to cross. I believe he's Jamaican, one of the islands. Examine this weak ass, his weak ass. He just want subservient. He'll find that task to be tougher than he thinks. He's just like how Haman saw Mordecai in the king's gate, and that he did not stand or tremble before him. He was filled with indignation against Mordecai. Esther 5 verse 9. This was again an eye-opening video. What will judgment be for them that don't accept the truth? That makes me terrible. So there you have it. And like we've been saying here at GMS, the deliverance and the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is also the lake of fire. Don't be listening to these blockheads out here talking about, oh, you got the America going to be destroyed. That's the whole that's going to be destroyed by fire. Then they're going to go to the Middle East and Basra, and that's the lake of fire right there. And I'll show you a picture of the lake of fire. It's a river. Don't listen to these guys. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. On to the next shalom.